The perk Fire Up is a perk that increases the speed of certain actions by a small percentage every time a generator is completed. Prior to its most recent buff, you received a 4% action speed bonus to pallet, door, and generator break actions, along with vaulting and picking up and dropping survivors. Despite Fire Up strengthening some of the core gameplay aspects of our role, the perk has been fairly slept on due to the combination of low percentage improvement along with the reliance on needing to lose generators to get the full aspect of the perk. However, with the seemingly small buff to 6% per stack, the perk deserves another look. Two things need to be considered when trying to judge how strong this perk is: the average strength of the perk during a game, and the benefit of the perk compared to similar perks. You can be expected to lose the first couple gens at the beginning of a game because survivors are largely unhindered by most slowdown perks until you get your first down or two, and most killers can only pressure one survivor at a time prior to that down. But once 2 or 3 gens are remaining, you often have the momentum it takes to properly start snowballing. This means for our calculations, we can assume that Fire Up will be providing an average increase of 12 to 18% action speed. Now, this is slightly less than specialized perks, such as Dark Arrogance's 25% vault speed, or Brutal Strength's 20% break speed, and this is also without any of the secondary effects these perks provide, either positive in case of Bamboozle, or negative in case of Dark Arrogance. Still though, this is a boost to both breaking and vaulting, so killers more dependent on these actions during a chase can get a strong bonus to both with only a single perk slot, especially as the perk will only grow to a full 30% bonus by the endgame, a strength that dwarfs most competing perk speeds. It's worth mentioning that Fire Up is also one of the only sources of pickup speed, which can often cause flashlight saves to fail by giving you control and time to look away when otherwise caught off guard. We're going to be showcasing Fire Up on the Dredge. The Dredge's primary power drops down a remnant that can be teleported back to in order to shut down loops. This power's biggest weakness is a vulnerability to simply leaving a loop for the next one, but with Fire Up's additional action speed, you can use a specific game plan to force survivors to play the way we want them to. By pressing straight through the center of a loop, we can force survivors to drop the pallet, or try and run that particular loop. If they drop it, we'll have Fire Up's break speed so we lose a lot less distance, and if they don't drop, we're free to shut down that loop with our remnant and force a hit. In short, we're removing all safe options from survivors. To go with Fire Up, we're running a strong build that takes advantage of the Dredge's secondary power to teleport to any locker on a map. Scourge Hook Jagged Compass will highlight in yellow the generator with the most progress when hooking a survivor on a white Scourge Hook. If we cannot make it to one, any Scourge Hook a survivor is unhooked from will become a Scourge Hook while running this perk. Pop Goes the Weasel increases the damage our first generator break action does after hooking a survivor. Because this regression is dependent on the generator's current progress, Jagged Compass will ensure that we're always maximizing the damage of this perk. Scourge Hook Pain Resonance is our final perk. Hooking a survivor for the first time on a white Scourge Hook will damage the generator with the most progress. This combos very well with Pop and Jagged Compass, as if a far generator is about to be completed, Pain Res will often damage it enough for us to get to it in time to further damage it with Pop, assuming a survivor is actively working on that generator. For add-ons, we're using 2 common add-ons, the Caffeine Tablets and the Follower's Cowl. Despite being common brown add-ons, these two give us very strong info. The Caffeine Tablets will show us which lockers are locked before we teleport, which will not only help us know where to teleport to avoid the slowdown of having to break open the locker from the inside, but can also be used as a way to see where survivors spawn by highlighting the lockers that they lock right at the start of a match. The Follower's Cowl is also underrated, as it gives us killer instinct when teleporting back to our remnant, even outside of nightfall. We can use this whenever we go for a pickup to see if anyone is waiting nearby for a flashlight save, or in certain areas or loops to find hiding survivors. Don't sleep on this add-on. Fire Up's subtle effect will be the glue to pull our whole build together. Let's see it in action. Okay, Father Campbell's Chapel. Decent sized map, but it's fairly balanced. I'm kind of excited for this. Fire Up is a perk that, like, I haven't really used much in the past. I've used it a few times, and it was just too small of an effect to really, like, feel worth in most games. But I think these increased numbers are going to be way better. I'm just sort of looking around right now. I'm going to open up these main doors. One thing I can do with my power is when I'm charging it with the caffeine tablets, any lockers that have locks on them will be in yellow. Okay, we got a nice little early hit here. Unfortunately, though, because I just teleported, I don't have my power here. This would be a great time to shut down the shack. But she's just going to run from the looks of it. Yeah, so not a big deal. Let's see how she's going to play this, though. If she runs back the shack, we should be able to stop her. I do see some yellow lockers there off to the side I got to keep in mind. Showing us that survivors are on that main building, I believe. Also, I totally lost where she went, so we'll just leave her for a second. I'll look around here. I heard that generator being worked on, so we can head over there. Oh, she ran all the way back over here. Perfect. Yeah, that was part of my game plan. I knew she was going to come for a heal. Yep. I don't know where that survivor went. We'll let him run off. We get our first fire up stack. And we should have enough time to get to this Scourge hook right over here for pain resonance. Okay, we see that the main building there is the one that has the most progress. Unfortunately, there are no lockers upstairs in the main building, because heaven forbid the Dredge be able to use his power. Let's see what they're going to do. I'm going to drop my remnant here in case they're running around, which they're not. I don't want to tunnel the Meg here. Let's see if I can get the unhooker, who I don't know where she just went. Okay, well, she's only been hooked once. We can give the Meg a little bit of a chase. Maybe someone will come and take a body block. I did want to go for that unhooker, though. I don't know where they went. Oh, there he is, actually. This is perfect. I don't think I got that in time with my pop. There was like a quarter of a second left on that. Ironically, if we had more stacks to fire up, we could have gotten it in time. And man, I am not playing the start very well. These survivors are just getting a lot of distance on me. Ooh, just barely got that hit. I didn't think I was going to get that. Let's see how he's going to run this here. We'll play around this pallet if he's going to stay here. Oh, he just full runs through. I did not see that coming. Okay. We'll put our remnant right just like this. That way if he both vaults right back over, or if he commits all the way here, we can still get him. We got our second stack of fire out. 12% faster. Not amazing, but not terrible either. I'm going to teleport back to my remnant, see if anybody's nearby for a flashlight save, which they aren't. Put him up. You see that's a generator over here in the corner, the one that they were working on earlier, has the most progress. And because we're in Nightfall, we see that there's a survivor here. I should be able to get her right here. Down her nice and fast. We'll pick her up. I can't make it to that Scourge hook, but it doesn't really matter. We know what generator has probably the most progress. So we'll just put her up. We'll use our new thing of pop and kick the gen. Yeah, this barely has any progress. If a gen has picked up more progress since we got that down, it's going to be like very slim amounts. Not much. Another instant unhook over here. We do turn the hook that we just hooked her on into a Scourge hook, so we can get Jagged Compass next time we hook somebody here. Oh, I was gonna let him pick him up. I think that by any means perk is funny. Okay, which way is Mr. Cage going? He's going back to this pallet, which is still up, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. He's got Champion of Light, but we do hear where he's moving. Oh, and the Claudette's coming in for a hit. That's fine. I'm happy to get hits wherever I can. And we're still in pretty good shape here at 3 gens. So I don't mind chasing someone here who has not been hooked yet. Yeah, I heard him running. Let's see if we can pull a little trick. I'll drop my remnant and I'll pull back. If he overextends, I'll be able to teleport right back to him and get a quick down. Oh no, I got auto aimed on the pallet. Oh, that's brutal. But thankfully, Nick is a nice, loud survivor, so we can just get him even when we're blind. Wow, the Claudette's up already? Man, these survivors are like, they're being really altruistic. They're really like sticking like glue to each other. Okay, we're gonna put Nick on one of the basement hooks. Not a Scourge hook yet, but it will be. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make that. Worth a shot though. Here's the Claudette, recently healed. Ooh, and I see the Dwight over there too. Let's see if we can cut her off. Ooh, or we can go for this out of position Meg. Unfortunately, this locker is locked, but I think we're making enough distance to be worth the slowdown. And he is this. Who is this, Dwight? It's Claudette. Okay, we're just gonna let the Meg just lie on the ground just for a second. Yeah, you know what? Let's just put the Claudette up pretty quick. Putting her on here will give us some good information. Man, they're picked up already, so they've got to be using We're Gonna Live Forever or some sort of a healing or pickup perk, because these pickups are super fast. I do wish there was like a locker in this area for just a little bit more info. But you know what? They've been so fast with these unhooks. Let's play this a little bit differently. I'm going to teleport back to the back over here. And I'm going to work my way and see if I can cut them off. Because I'm pretty sure someone is just running straight in for this unhook. Yeah, here they are. Okay, now I hate chasing through this main building, because it is a decently strong one. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to leave him. That's probably the easiest way I can lose this game. Like, we're in decent shape right now, but this game could go either way pretty quickly. Zone him away, we'll break our lock on that locker. I think she should go second stage now. Oh no, they got her just in time. Should have been a little bit more aggressive, I suppose. That being said, I am happy to go for the Dwight here. Man, just not enough reach. I will say, moments like that, I would love to use coup de grace in this build, but only have 4 perk slots. Let's see where Mr. Dwight is headed. Had a red stain. Way too predictable. Oh, no flashbang. I heard somebody running. Or maybe I'm hearing things. Okay, second up for the Dwight. You see the gem with the most progress is over here. We're going to make a break for it. Okay, there's the cage. Looks like he was working on it solo. Get that nice fast break speed with fire up. We're at 3 stacks right now, so that's 18%. Hey Dwight, thanks for the free hook. I appreciate it. So as I was saying, that's 18% for both vaulting and break speed, so that's pretty good. Okay, they just touched this, so it's ripe for popping again. That double pop on that gen is probably going to be the difference on if it pops or not. Here's our friend Nick. We probably only got that hit because we broke that door so fast too. You know, I know I say it a lot, but the Dredge's like default kind of wiggly weapons are just kind of silly looking. Like, I get what they're going for with this thing, right? But it's like wet meat. Like, how is this thing ever going to hurt somebody if you whack them with it, you know? Like, at least you have like the Hag's Talons or something. Oh, wasn't trying to go for the basement here. The Hag's Hounds, at least they got like sharp claws on it, but like, look at this thing. Look at it wiggling around. Oh, whatever. We know which way that they're going to be doing. They're going to keep going on this gen. I was trying to cut them off by going around the back. It didn't work super well, but it did zone them into this area over here, where there's not much left. There they are. They're going back to main building here. Okay, it should be a hit here. I'll put my remnant down in case she swerves around, which she doesn't. Yeah, she went too far out right there. Okay, let's put her back on the hook. That gen is probably going to pop. I don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point, but I think you're also dead? Yes, you are. Okay, good. Okay, that gen did not pop either. Okay, so we're in good shape. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. If this gen popped over here, that means that last gen is almost done, so we got to be extra smart. Okay, I hear her on this gen. Nope, this is the cage. Okay, the pop here works well. He's got a strong window, but we have 4 stacks of fire up, so we can vault it really quick. Oh, he went right under me. I was sure he was going to run upstairs. And at this point, there's not much he can do. He's probably going to go for this vault. No, he's not even going to make it in time. Try to way up the dead hard, doesn't have it. Okay, we'll pick him up, put him on a hook. See if we can rush back to that gen. I think I can make it to this hook over here. Looks on the second floor of this building, and it's a little weird. And still regressing. Okay, we're good. So Claudette is either hiding or getting ready to go for the unhook. We'll see. Is she over here? No. I guess I'll pop this. Just for the points. Okay, she goes for the unhook. No locker upstairs, of course. Oh, you know, there is this one, actually. Wow, the cage is already fully healed, too. Must be a heck of a medkit. Okay, there she is. Let's just put her on the hook. I'm not going to spend an hour slugging her looking for the 4K. Now, once again, is the cage going to go for the unhook? Or is he going to hide? Let's pop around a little bit. I'm actually going to break some of these locks here for points. Wait, did I just hear? I think I just heard him. Yeah, he's right over here. You know, there was not a hatch offering for Shaq, so I didn't think he was going to be here, but apparently it worked out for the best, huh? He drops Shaq and goes down. Gotta love those Nightfall teleport speeds. But Cage, you just sit there for a minute. I need to get some points. I'm kind of curious what they brought here. Okay, so she didn't have anything that crazy. Yeah, that medkit isn't like anything special. Huh. Well, the cage did have resurgence, so I guess with the regular medkit it was pretty fast as well. Either way, good game, good game. Ugh, bad in preschool. Yeah, this is not a good killer map at all. One of the worst ones for killer, actually, so I'm interested to see how well Fire Up's going to do on this map. Let's break this. Make this building slightly less annoying later on. I don't see any lockers locked yet. You know what? I hate breaking this door, but I think it's worth it for this first chase. Okay, he's gonna make it to this vault. Oh, he's got finesse. Gonna waste it right like here. I love the teleport there, but there's no locker on the outside. Oh, I hear him. Man, I'm gonna lose this game because I'm breaking those two. That was me stalling for time right there, just because I didn't have my power yet. Okay, looks like another person in the basement right there. Let's put him up. Okay, she's going for the sabo there. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Oh no way, she does get that in time. Okay, that's fine. I got a little bit greedy here, but I'll happily do a little trade. Use up a little bit of her toolbox there as well. Let's cut him off down here. I don't have pop right now, unfortunately, but I can maybe get her to get off of it for a second. This hook is going to pop back any second. There you go. And with pain res, it should stop that generator down there. Okay, that one now does not have enough progress anymore, so I think pain res hit that. Let me think. Do I want to go down to the basement? I guess I do. Okay, oh, so that other gen's just gonna pop. Pain res didn't even hit this one, hit the other one. Well, that's fine. She thankfully just stayed right here. I should be able to get her. I'm a little bit clever here with my power. At least if I see where she's going. Not going for the unhook either. Okay, it looks like she just used reassurance on the hooked survivor there, pausing their hook timer for just a little bit. Oh man, that's so unfortunate you got stuck there. And then I almost got stuck there. I should be able to get her here. Oh, hold on, she's just going to leave the loop, so we'll put down our power here. Now she's going to have to leave this loop too. We're pushing her slowly but surely back towards where that hook was. I think I should get her right here, since I break line of sight. I think I'm going to commit to this chase right here. She doesn't drop this. We can do the same thing. She tries to run back to the same pallet over here. We should be able to get her in time. Oh, there's another survivor here though, so I can't just pick her right up. Let's do this little trick where I put down my remnant, see if she runs back. I think I should be able to get this in time plenty. Can't stop my hook though. And she greeds the pallet, so I get a hit in. Okay, she's back to this pallet. She's just going to leave it right away. They're fast to the unhook. Okay, we're going to let her run off then. Broke this door open before so we can cut through. Oh, I didn't even see her there for a second. Yeah, generally speaking on this map, you don't want to break those doors there because it gives survivors just too much freedom of movement. With the dredge though, you know, you got to maximize your lockers. So it's kind of a gamble what I'm doing by breaking those doors, but I think it's going to work out this game. Especially since she doesn't have much to work with back here. Oh wow, I can't believe I let myself get spun. Sometimes I think I need to spend less time yapping. More time being patient. Let's take a look around. First look for her. This gen has no lockers surrounding it, which is really unfortunate. Let's see, I think I can commit to this chase here. Maybe I should have used pop, but I should be able to just get a quick down. fact, you know what? Let's leave them on the ground. Let's get the pop here and then get another one. This is a single person gen too, so popping it's going to be extra strong since only one person can repair it at a time. Okay, let's pick him up. Let's look around. Look, she's going right back for that Sabo. Man, she is committed to this. She's got to have like a Sabo challenge. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to get that free hit on her. I don't want her to get the speed boost. Not much over here she can do. She's back at, once again, the same loop that we've done a couple times now. We're going to do it just like this time. She's going to keep running, yeah. Yeah, this map has so many of these tight loops right together. And I have no idea how I missed that one right there. We got dead hard, no dead hard. We are going to break like all these pallets. We turn this strong area for them into a really bad one. And that was, by the way, my follower's cowl, giving us some instant information knowing that we can pick up. I would have liked a Scourge hook, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, like I was saying, break all these pallets. Now this area is a lot more dead than it was before, so if they try to play this, you should be able to get a quick down. Oh man, they're just instant unhooking here. No fear. Well, you want to go for the pallet hit? Sure. But I'm going to get a hit on you first. We have 3 stacks of fire up, but I still think at this particular point it's okay to just go around that loop. Okay, here's a building I don't want to break the wall in. Man, he messed up, he got stuck there. No dead hard on him. Let's think. You know, I just hear that Fangman running around. We got the, I almost called her Michaela, the Sable over here. I do really like the Red Riding Hood skin that came out. I think it was one of the community design ones. And I thought I was about to cut her off. Oh, here she is. Yeah, I know I said I was not going to break that door. Like, I don't want anyone, I don't want to hear a word. Don't say anything in the comments. I'm not even going to listen, okay? Of course, here's the thing. At this point, yeah, we'll just do the trade. Oh, she didn't get... She's got metal and man. Oh, that sneaky little rat. Oh, man. Okay, well, Fang, your fun is over. We should be able to get to this hook right over here. I see him over there being sneaky. Goodbye. I'd say that was worth the trade right there. I want to say that I probably could have dropped them in time with fire up. Maybe? I don't know. They wiggled like immediately, so it would have been risky. I don't know. It would have been close. Okay, this Sable over here. You got these long walls here. Reminds me of, yeah, she's definitely got dead arch. No? Reminds me of how Haddonfield used to be with the really, really long fences everywhere. Oh, well, the thing's gone, so I'm not really worried about Sables anymore. Put you up. The Sable playstyle can be pretty good. Like, if you're with a bunch of friends and you're all running, like, just all sorts of perks that, like, make it hard to hook. But even then, it's pretty counterable just by, like, not focus too hard on hooking, just being perfectly happy to just slug and leave them on the ground. Where are you going? You're just leaving. It's funny, I've been playing a decent amount of Dredge lately, trying all sorts of different perks on him. And I've been enjoying playing Shaq a lot more with him. Like, Dredge has so many different ways he can play Shaq. It's just really unique. A lot of killers are like, either they don't care about Shaq at all, or that Shaq is like impossible. But for the Dredge, it feels much more doable than a lot of them. Once again, I'm just yapping here when I should be doing mind games. Okay, second up from the Michaela. That first gen has regressed enough that's not a big issue. We can keep going back and forth to the same one. Okay, this is not done yet. It's about 75% of the way, now closer to 50. And one person gen is chugging, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, okay, we were able to interrupt this heal, thankfully. Well, sure, lockers outside here, of course there aren't. I don't want to spend too much time here. Yeah, she's just gonna drop and run over and over again. I'm looking forward to the update to Knockout. Let's make it a perk that'll slow you down if you just drop and run like this. I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing around with that and making a video. No point breaking that pallet, it's worthless. Although maybe I want to get the points. This pallet over here is worth breaking, of course. Okay, she's dead. That gen is done. Let's check this one-person gen. Because it's a one-person gen, I don't think it's going to be done in time. Yeah. Oh, you're still here, too. Okay, I don't know how I missed that. But with 4 stacks of fire up, this guy is making absolutely no distance. Get a quick hit. He's going around the back here. Let's try something a little fun. Perfect. Man, 4 stacks of fire up. Like, I get a downside of this perk is that you need the gens to be completed, you know, before you get most of the effects here, but that's fine. Like, if you think about it, that's when you need perks the most, right? I'll pretend to break it. Oh, I really thought she was going to go for that window. But that's, like, the worse off you're doing in a game, or the better off the survivors are doing. That's the time when you need your perks the most. So having perks like... I can't believe I didn't get that. So having perks like Fire up there that get stronger the later the game goes, I think is like a good thing. It's healthy for the game, and it's a good thing for a killer to be running. Ooh, she gets the pick up there. You know what? I'm just going to get this guy down. I don't really care much about the 4K, but I will say I'm not a huge fan of like spending 10 minutes playing the game where you're like going back and forth between the... You're looking for the hatch, you're going back and forth between the exit gates, you're just wasting a bunch of time. So, if I have a chance for an easy 4K, I'll take it. Unfortunately, I left this down here. And there are no lockers right over there to cut him off. Okay, I'll chase him this way towards this main building. Okay, he vaults in, I'll show my red scene at the door. And grab him. Put him up. Okay, I have no idea where she crawled off to. Here's this. And she has adrenaline, so she picked herself up. I didn't want to let her bleed out, but maybe I should have just done that to save some time. That being said, I might be able to do something right here. Oh, wait a minute, I just heard a chest being done. Yeah, sorry lady. You're gonna have to join all your other little friends. And my plan there, I was gonna go to the exit gate, drop my remnant down, and then walk all the way to the other one. And then if she tried interacting with the exit gate, I would know instantly. But anyway, so we see what they have. Yeah, Fangman had full on everything she can to Sabo. I don't know if she was actually with friends or not. Probably not, but it was a fun game. They brought some decent stuff, though. Good medkits. Didn't help them too much, though. Unlike a lot of more flashy perks, Fire Up is a perk where the benefits of running it aren't always obvious, but at 6% of stack, they're actually really strong. In fact, I was so impressed by how well this perk did in those 2 games that I played a few more afterwards to good effect, and I think I'm going to run it more regularly in the future. I would say that this seems like a case where behavior probably overbuffed it, maybe a little bit too much, but you know what? I'm happy to take advantage of that. If you enjoyed this perk showcase and want to see future underrated perks and builds, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel a lot. But even if you don't, thank you for watching.